You have a 1980s Susan B. Anthony dollar at home. This video might change your life, because there is one special 1980s era coin that is so rare, so hard to find, and so valuable that collectors are paying between $25,000 and $43,000, and in some cases, even up to $78,000 for the right example. Yes, you heard that right. This little $1 coin, something many people ignore or toss into a drawer, could be worth more than a car, more than a year of rent, or even more than a down payment on a house. And the best part is that most people have no idea that this rare error even exists, which means the chances that you or someone you know has one are much higher than you think. So stick with me until the end, because I'll tell you exactly what this rare error looks like, why it happened, how to find it, and why collectors are willing to spend tens of thousands of dollars on it today. The story of the 1980s Susan B. Anthony dollar starts at the San Francisco Mint, where millions of coins were made that year. But something unusual happened during production. A very small number of coins were struck using the wrong mintmark punch, or a faulty die. This created a rare type of S mintmark that looks completely different from the normal version. Some experts call this the super sharp S, some call it the test punch S, and others simply call it the impossible 1980s error because of how rarely anyone finds one. Most 1980s coins have a thick, rounded, sometimes blob-looking mintmark. But the rare error coin has an S mintmark that is thin, sharp, clean, well-cut, and extremely crisp, almost like it was carved with a laser. When you tilt the coin in the light, the edges of this special mintmark look sharper than any normal 1980s ever made. This happened because the U.S. Mint was testing new mintmark punches in 1980, preparing for changes that would officially appear in 1981. A few of these test punches were accidentally used on real working dies. These dies produced a very small number of 1980s coins with this special mintmark. Then the dies were replaced. This accident created one of the rarest modern U.S. coin varieties ever made. These coins were never listed officially, never recorded by the mint, never announced to the public, and never set aside. They simply slipped into circulation like normal coins. That's why so few exist today, and why collectors are desperate to own one. But the mintmark is just one part of it. Some examples of this rare 1980s also show additional mistakes, such as slightly misaligned dies, faint doubling, or sharper than normal proof-like surfaces even on business strikes. A few coins show light die polish lines, a sign that the mint was quickly trying to fix or test the die before switching it out. All these small signs make this error stand out and give it a very special status in the Susan B. Anthony series. It is not just rare, it is a once-in-a-generation kind of rarity. Now let's talk about the value, because this is where things get exciting. Even raw examples coins that are not graded can sell from $2,000 to $8,000 if the mintmark is the rare type. But when the coin is in excellent condition, especially if graded by PCGS or NGC, the numbers jump fast. A mint state example can bring $15,000, $20,000, or $30,000, depending on how sharp the mintmark looks. And then we get to the extreme cases coins with top-tier grades, flawless surfaces, and perfect strikes. These top examples have sold between $25,000 and $43,000, and the most perfect known coin reached nearly $78,000 at auction. Imagine that a coin worth only $1 becoming a small fortune because of one tiny mintmark combined with minting errors. So now the big question: how do you find this rare 1980s treasure? The first step is simple: look closely at the mintmark. If the S looks fat, rounded, or mushy, it's the normal one. If it looks extremely sharp, thin, clean, and perfectly shaped, you may have the rare type. Use a strong light. Your phone flashlight works great, and tilt the coin slowly. If the mintmark sparkles with sharpness, that's a good sign. A magnifying glass or a cheap 10x loupe can help even more. Next, look at the fields, which are the flat areas of the coin. If the surfaces look smoother than normal or show gentle mirror-like shine, that could be a sign the coin came from a test die. Finally, check the strike. The rare 1980s error usually has sharper details on Susan B. Anthony's face, hair, and the eagle on the back. If your coin matches these signs, you should send it to a grading service, because even a small difference in grade can increase the value by thousands. Do not clean the coin, do not rub it, and do not polish it. Cleaning can destroy the value completely. Simply place it in a coin flip or soft holder and send it in as is. This coin is the #1 most valuable Susan B. Anthony dollar because it has everything collectors love: extreme rarity, a mysterious history, a unique mint mark, unexpected errors, and very high demand. Most collectors will never see one in person. Most dealers may never handle one, and yet you could be holding one without even knowing it. That is what makes this story so exciting. The idea that a simple old dollar coin, forgotten in a drawer or passed as change, could be worth $25,000, $40,000, or even $78,000 is what keeps treasure hunters searching every day.